It is certainly an ambitious plan, building a hike and bike trail from Austin all the way to Hays County. But it's getting harder to make that plan a reality. David Yeomans joins us with a closer look at what's next for the Violet Crown Trail. Dave?
Well, imagine 30 miles of all-new trail running from South Austin even further southward. The Violet Crown Trail would allow you to hike, bike, or jog from Zilker Park all the way to Dick Nichols Park on Davis Lane, through the Wildflower Center, and all the way into northern Hays County. But a trail this big doesn't come easily.
To build the Violet Crown Trail, it will take a 24/7 fundraising effort.
Executive director of the nonprofit shouldering this massive project is George Kofer.
It will allow citizens for the first time to walk and or bike to places like the Veloland, the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center.
Starting in the Barton Creek Greenbelt and extending southward, the proposed trail would connect the green dots of parkland south of the center of Austin. But fundraising efforts recently became more difficult when 3 of 7 staffers at the nonprofit left. Now a man wearing many hats, to George, the extra effort is worth every inch.
We want to provide more trails for people in Central Texas to use and enjoy.
The nonprofit was hesitant to release details of their fundraising progress until a report is released in a few weeks. But construction on that first segment of trail connecting Zilker Park to the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center should begin in several months and wrap up by the end of the year. David Yeomans, KXAN News.
All right, David, thanks. You know, some people new to town might wonder why Austin is sometimes called the city of the Violet Crown.
Well, this nickname dates back to the late 1800s. The history is really interesting. Newspaper publisher William Braun used it in an essay that criticized people who came to Texas focused on money. He wrote that people like that see an 80-cent dollar more beautiful than even Austin's Violet Crown bathed in the radiance of the morning. Braun's newspaper failed, and he left his press to a man who worked for him, William Sidney Porter. He became famous as the writer O. Henry. He described Austin as the city of the Violet Crown in a story published back in 1894. O. Henry often gets credit for coining the term, but the poet Pindar used the term centuries ago to describe ancient Athens, Greece. During the late 1800s, some people took to calling Austin the Athens of the South, possibly using the Violet Crown nickname to compare the two cities.
Just got a history and a literature lesson all in one.